Alright, for the Kenpo Karate for Kids curriculum, the red stripe, the last level, we have, just like in the adult program, we have 2 forms and 1 set. So the set that we have to learn for the red stripe actually completes this idea to where if you were just practicing this set and your advanced form 1 and your advanced form 2, you're practicing the entire series of 1 steps that we have in the kids curriculum. This is, of course, to make it easier for instructors. They can memorize things quicker. It's easier to practice so that you can continue to go over it. And hopefully that will allow us to be able to build a team of other instructors quickly. It's a first round requirement, so that at first round, people going for that level should then be joining me in the kids class as well. And less and less responsibility will fall to me, and more I'll be able to kind of give out to them and create my instructors that way from inside up. So the 6 techniques that are left, if you're doing advanced form 1 and advanced form 2, you've covered all the techniques we have in the kids system except 6 of them. The 5th one that shows up in purple, the 5th and the 6th one that shows up at the end of the blue stripe, and then the 5th, 6th, and 7th one, the last 3 that are in the green stripe. So that's the sequence that they come in. And they'll all be the wrist grab techniques, because that's the 5th one that we look at for the purple, for the blue, for the green. And then a lapel grab is the 6th one for the blue stripe and the green. And then the green adds, finally, a bear hug, ends with a bear hug. So, and it goes in sequence. So if you practicing it, you'll remember the sequence that they come in. The set's going to begin from our formal salutation here. And as we start, we begin with our wrist escape. First one is they're grabbing your left hand here, and we step back with just a downward block there. And that's our wrist escape there, a technique from our purple belt. So it just starts from salutation, left hand extends, and then boom, we do our wrist escape. And of course, in the escape set, when they're doing it on the techniques, then they're supposed to run. Alright, turning the wrist to get out of their hold, while at the same time knocking the wrist off. So that's the first one, and that's our last technique in purple for the wrist grab. From here, we go straight into our wrist grab technique in blue. And our wrist technique in blue is where we're going to turn and torque the wrist to escape, following with a back fist. Of course, when you learned it in blue off the wrist grab, you pull back and then back fist, but we're already in that position from our first step. So from our first movement here with the downward block, we're already where we need to be. The wrist is already extended. We don't have to have that retreat step with the left foot. We can just go straight back, turning the wrist to escape the wrist grab, and then coming back with the whipping back fist to the head there. And that's the wrist grab that we had for our blue stripe there. So putting the whole thing together, it starts here, goes with the downward block, then the turn and escape with the back fist. Now from here, we're going to go to our blue belt lapel grab, which is a right direct lapel grab, and this one is delayed hammer fist. You can look at the techniques. I was like, this is the setup for the first technique in the adult program, which is delayed sword. So the way delayed hammer fist works is we're going to knock the arm off. We don't do that in the delayed sword, but it's the lapel grab. We're stepping back and clearing the arm. Once again, we don't need that step though, because we're already there. From the pull back and back fist, we just go straight to knocking the arm off. Pull back the cat stance, and it's a front kick to the groin, and as you plant that foot down, an outward hammer fist strike across the line of the jaw here into the throat. And that's the blue belt technique for the lapel grab. So putting the whole thing together, we have our purple belt technique, first blue belt wrist grab technique, blue belt lapel grab technique. Boom. And then from there, we'll go to our wrist grab in our green stripe. The last 3 techniques are all the green stripe techniques. You extend the left hand this time, because it's a right direct wrist grab this time, and we're going to circle in, making, if you're looking at the face of a clock, it's going in a clockwise circle. You want to come with your palm over their arm, over the back of the wrist here, using this, what we call the crane hook, as it slips out of their grip. And as it slips out of the grip, we finally break the grip by stepping forward and punching at the same time. And that'll be the escape. So, the hands extended, left leg's back, we circle clockwise and then step and punch at the same time. And that's the wrist escape technique that we have for our green stripe. So putting the whole thing together, we start with the downward block, pull back, and our back fist, clear, front kick to the groin, hammer fist, left hand extends, we step forward and escape with the punch here. And then from here we're going to go into our lapel grab, which is the opposite side here. It's a left or right lapel grab for our green stripe. And on this one we're stepping back, dropping down, and it's a high block to clear their arm off here, hitting right below the elbow. This is a lone retreat. And we step forward, palm strike to the chin. I'm going to pivot to a reverse bow, hammer fist. Palm strike, side kick. Excuse me, not a hammer fist. Hammer fist shows up in our inward hammer fist. That's where I got that confused. So when we go back to the beginning, we have downward block, they grab your wrist, back fist, they grab your lapel, front kick, hammer fist, they grab your other wrist. We clear here, they grab your other lapel. You sit back clear, step forward, palm strike, pivot back, side kick to the knee. There. Now after that side kick to the knee, I'm going to step back to square. This is the last technique for our escape set. It's the bear hug from the front and your arms are free. This is busted ears. Your hands cup, come together, side of the face, hitting the ears, hopefully busting the eardrum. Then the arms crisscross, and it doesn't matter right over left, left over right, doesn't make any difference. But they cross, and you outward sword hand like a scissoring action to the throat. There. One, two, then I grab the shoulders. We're going to pull them into a knee. That could be to the head or the groin as you pull them down. And then we're going to plant forward, dropping the elbow on the back. The last part of this is we'll step back to close. That's all 6 techniques. So putting the whole thing together, escape set, starts with this downward block to escape the wrist grab. And they grab this wrist, pull out, back fist, right grab to the lapel, we clear, front kick, hammer fist, and then they're going to reach forward so they can grab the other wrist, we step forward, clear and punch, they grab the opposite lapel, we step back, clearing up, step forward, palm strike, pivot back, side kick, and as you step to square, bust the ears, cross over, hand sword, grab the shoulders, knee, downward elbow, step back and close. And that's escape set. That takes the last of all your techniques, puts them in a format to where you're training all of them that way. And if you're doing your 2 advanced forms with the escape set and you're studying to be an instructor for the kids program, then you have all the parts you need, just practicing those and remembering where those parts fall, and you'll be fine. You'll be ready to go. That coupled with the kicking set and the striking set for the kids set, and some exercises in between, some games, and you're ready to teach the kids class. So practicing that, we'll go through it one more time. Escape set.